Good day everyone, my name is Willie and I'm going to be taking you all on nice video integrations. Now that that's said, let's dive in. It is going to be a long one, so I advise you all to just listen. Now when you're integrating your um, cameras with nice, you have to first of all configure them before you input your username and your password. I'm going to be blocking my username and password because I don't want you all to know for security reasons. So before we get to this level where we are right now, you would have done every necessary configuration, your compression. Ensure you use 264 for your video compression. Don't use 265. Nice doesn't work well with 265 but 264. So ensure you do that. And take note, if you have configured your MVR to work with 265 and you've configured your cameras to work with 264, your MVR would force every of the cameras to 265, which would cause the cameras to not show on your nice. I hope that. We'll still dive into that later on in the video, but this is just the intro. So you go to discovery and discover your cameras, you input the username and you input the password of the camera, and then you install. Now there are several ways of adding the cameras. Either you use here or you add it manually from the video tab. Either you go to your discovery or you add it manually from the video tab. We'll go down there right now. Now that we've added that, we are going down to the video and you go to your video cameras. You are going to add video cameras. Then under the add video cameras, you have the static version and then the dynamic version. You can see them both there. For the dynamic version, you have to add the camera's IP username and then the password that you'll be using. Then you would click on search. When you click on search, it would look for the cameras that are currently online. Like right now, you can see all the cameras that we have not added. They are right there, all of them. This is a more smarter way to add your cameras instead of adding them one from the discovery. You see, it just adds everything at once. Then there is also the static version. Static version doesn't work like this. Like you have to add it one after the other. I will show you that in a little while. Okay, so this is it here. So here now you're just adding, it's just one after the other. You have to type in the IP address of the camera. You also type in the username and then the password of that camera. If you don't do that, you won't be able to access that camera. The camera will still be showing disconnected. But right now we're not adding any cameras, so we'll just delete that. But that's how you add using static version. Next, we are going back to system, going to discovery. You can see all the cameras here have been added. All the cameras have been added. You can all see them highlighted blue. When you're highlighted blue, it just simply means that they can be accessed via the internet. So that's why they are highlighted blue. This is config 2. Config 2 is used for adding Dahua cameras. And now you can see on the network there are some cameras that are uninitialized. So you must ensure that you've gone through this process, you've initialized your cameras, you set each and every one of them up, initialize each one. Now we're going to be initializing this one. To initialize, now there are 3 devices that we'll be initializing. We're going to be creating a password. Now you have to create a very strong password. If not, it won't allow you to go to the next step. Then also ensure you add an email. Learn to add an email. If you don't know how to add an email, you can create a dummy email. You can use the client's email. You can use your own personal email or your company's email. Just learn to add an email. is for the purpose of password recovery. In case maybe you forgot your password, that's where the email becomes useful. So you just kindly do that. You add your email for password recovery. Right now we're having some issues adding initializing the cameras, and I think I know what the issue is. One of these devices here is not a camera, it's a switch, it's a network switch, so we won't be initializing that, but that we'll talk about that in a different video. I'll still try it again and you'll see that still won't be able to initialize. So just learn to input your email address or the client's email address, or you create a dummy email address. That dummy email address that you are creating it for password. It's for password use and password use only, for password recovery. You don't want to forget the password and then you are now having to call the manufacturer of your cameras. No, you don't want to do that. Now take a look at this. We have an issue here. All these cameras now are not showing, and this as a result of compression. The compression of the camera is set to 265H instead of 264H. Now we're going to check the on-view setting and you will see. Now on this config 2, you can't see it, but you can see that it's supposed to be in 264 or MPEG as the second viewing stream, video stream. Each and every one of them is like that. There are several ways of doing it, but first thing is that you come to your config 2 and then you just, this is a faster way of changing all the cameras, the compression. So you are going to your device configuration, you ensure under the device settings you have imputed the password of each of the cameras. That's why you have to give all these cameras one password. So once you impute that, whatever settings you make to one camera, you can now add to the rest cameras. You can copy it to the rest cameras. You can see I'm changing the compression of each one. I'm changing the video compression of each of the cameras. Each of the cameras, I'm changing the video compression one by one. And I clicked on OK. That saved successfully on that camera. And I can also apply it to every other device, every other camera that is online, and watch. You see it's ticking, 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 ticking. Now after changing this, it still doesn't mean that the controller would pick it up at once. No. Sometimes the controller doesn't automatically pick it up. You either need to reboot or you have to delete the cameras and then we add. So it's either you do that or you are going to go to the config 1 and you have to add it manually. So I will show you how we do that. So it's either you are deleting the cameras, all of them, and you are re-adding, or you are going to the config 1 and you add it under this on-view settings. On this config 2, you actually can't add it. So you have to like delete the cameras or reboot the system for it to take that new configuration. So I will show you how to do that on the configurator one. Now let's go down there. Okay, we're going down to video. Under the video, you're going to on-view settings. You can see here you have add option. So I'm adding my config. Now under this add option, I'm adding 2, which is one for the higher resolution and one for the lower resolution. Now what you have to merge each of the profile has to merge, like they have to align correctly. So 00000 has to be with 00000. and 00001 has to be with 00001. No, the 00000 is the main resolution that you will be using. I think that should be the um so the resolution, it depends on what you want. You can see the option over there. You can pick the resolution. So I'm going back now to confirm the resolution that I set for these cameras, and I can see it here. So whatever resolution I set for the mainstream, I'll put it there under the 000. 000 is your mainstream. Then whatever you set or I set for the substream will be under the 00001 option. Now, once we do this, I'll click apply. You would see those cameras pop up. Watch, we're going to the viewer. No, not here, not here. Okay, okay. I just want to let me just change the compression here, because if I don't change the compression here, it's going to send those cameras back to 265. This is what I was talking about. So you have to prevent that. So you change it from the NVR, because the NVR has a controlling power on those cameras. Now we're going to the viewer. We're going to see that, yes, you can see over here now on the config 2, you can see it that it has shown here. It's actually shown here. So going to the video now, you will see it. Yep, that's the camera. Camera is up right now. Now we have to do the same thing for each and every one of those cameras. Either you are doing this one by one like that, or you just delete it all and add again. I prefer the deleting all and adding again, but for the sake of this video and for everybody learning, we just add everything manually. We'll add it all up manually. Yeah, that's me right there, lifting my laptop up and taking it back down, lifting it up, shaking it and bringing it down. Yes, that's me right there. You see, the rest cameras are still rolling, and that's because we haven't changed it. We need to change the compression. Add it one by one. I'm having a little network issues. Okay, back here, it's up now. So whatever we did in the first one, we are gonna do here again. Now you have to be very careful. We're supposed to name our stream, each of the stream, the main stream and then the substream. But here now, I just have my config. Very, very wrong. So don't do that. Differentiate yours, the mainstream and then the substream, so that it's easy for your clients to know which of the streams they're streaming, the clearer version and the unclear version. Just do that. If you don't do that, you won't be able to tell the difference between each of the stream. Okay. Let's keep going. I thought this is going to be a very long video. I'm not going to fast forward. I'm not going to increase the speed. I'm just going to leave it as it is for the sake of learning. But if while watching the video you choose to fast forward it, that's your choice. You can see now we have 3 cameras running. 3 cameras. You can see there's someone in that compound sweeping while the rest are still not yet up. There's someone right there sweeping. The audio is up right now. The audio works right now, but take a look at what I was talking about, my config. Do you see? Now I don't even know which is the clearer version and which is not the clearer version. This is why you need to differentiate. You have to differentiate which is the 265 or 256, which of the resolution. Now, the reason why this stuff hooked, it means that the resolution is too high. So you have to reduce the resolution. So on the NVR, it's going to play well. But for nice, you have to reduce the resolution, reduce the compression to work well. It has to match well. It has got to match well. So now whatever resolution I used for this one, I will take the other one out. Take the other one that way. Wow, look at that guy sweeping. Okay. Right now you can see everything here. Zoom type, the show audio, flip image, hide full screen, ELAN timeline, OSD, remote mode, transcode mode. This this just helps you to zoom. You just these are just the options you have for maybe for the on-screen display or for the tab, however you want it to look in the user interface. That's just where you have. If you want to flip the video, you can simply do that. You can simply just flip it. It's your choice. If you want the zoom type to be continuous, now if you don't want the zoom type to be continuous, like that continuous zoom type, it only works for devices that are like touch screen. Like I'm using a laptop that doesn't support that, so I won't be able to zoom it. Let's say you are using the touchpad, you'll be able to zoom it. You'll be able to zoom it. So that's just it. So I'll be taking every other settings back to default. I'm taking it back to default. You can see the lower resolution is not hooking. It's working well, while the higher resolution is not working well. So just note, if the resolution is too high, bring it down. If the compression is too much for nice, bring it down. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.